fans, and welcome to the Blue Note Fan Report. I'm Guy, the Hawaii Blues fan, your host on the throw that is by a fan, for a fan, and you gotta know about you, the fans. Welcome to Season 2, Episode 24. Well, today, I don't even know what to talk about, fuck it. So let's just get in, well, I'll talk about the Pick'em contest on the Blue Note, or on the Hawaii Blues Fan Clan on Facebook. It's a group. You can go on there. We're running a Pick'em contest. You can get up to 4 points. Rules are in the group. Get in there, pick 'em and join. Right now we got 40 people and there's 10 games left in the month. You still anybody's game. No one's out of it at any means. Trust me. Join and play. So let's talk about, well, I would like to talk about the Blues playing Toronto. The only problem was the Blues didn't fucking show up. Absolutely not. They did not show up at all.
Son of a bitch.
They were, I can't even, this game was so disgusting. Can't even talk about it. Basically this. Hyman gets 2 goals. Matthews gets 2 goals. They're on the power play twice. They score 2 power play goals. We're on the power play 4 times. We give up a shorthanded goal. Perron and Barbashev both scored. Barbashev's goal made it interesting early in the first, and then the floodgates open. Bennington gets pulled. Allen comes in, does the best he can. This game sucked, so you write it off and you say, fuck it. That's right. You know why? Because the Blues are still in first place. That's right. We're in first place by a point. They've got a game in hand, but we're still in first. So why don't we just say, screw it, and move on. That's right. Move on. So let's talk about the Blues playing the Buffalo Sabres in Buffalo. That's right. They're in Buffalo, New York. The Blues will take on the Sabres, who are reeling a little bit, and this is kind of a homecoming again type game. Ryan O'Reilly. And what's funny is there are still people in Buffalo who think they won this trade. You might remember we gave up O'Reilly, or we got O'Reilly and gave up Bergeron, who is now playing hockey in Sweden, who lost the love of hockey in Buffalo. Sobotka, who's got like 6 points or something like that. Thompson, who's played 1 game this year and 2 picks. First round, they got our first round this year, which was the last pick of the first round, and a second round pick, which is going to be a late pick too. Oh well. So let's do the tail of the tape. The Blues are 18-7-6, 42 points, 4th overall, 1st in the Central, 1st in the West. Buffalo is 14-11-6 with 34 points and 3rd in their division. The numbers that stand out to me are kind of the teams look almost equal on paper. Blues defense has been a little more stingy. If they can stay stingy, should be a good game. If the Blues stay out of the penalty box and get Buffalo in there, might be able to take some shots, get some goals. I look for this to be a good game for the Blues. Buffalo's penalty kill's not been great lately. I heard a stat, I think, and I don't remember the exact number, but they had 3 for like 20. They were 3 for like 26 or 27, and had given up 3 shorthanded goals in that span. Let's go get them, boys. Players to watch on Buffalo: Jack Eichel. All world, baby. 18 goals, 24 assists, 42 points. That's 7th overall. He's in the top 10 in all categories. Victor Olofsson's got 26 points. Sam Reinhart at 23. Excuse me. On the Blues side of this, you can see David Perron's leading the way with 29. Shen with 25. O'Reilly with 27. Shen with 25. Schwartz picking up. Got in there with 22. Let's talk about goalies. Not sure who's going to start. Haven't seen the starting lineups. Omark's in there with the 8.6-2 for a 288 and a 9.14. Carter Hutton, I kind of think he's going to start, but he hasn't had the greatest start to a season. 6.5-4, 3.05, 9.01. Bennington, as we all know, was pulled in the last game, so he's 13.6-4. He's 12th in goals against and 14th in save percentage. 1 good game and those numbers shoot up. I greatly expect him to be in net. So what do I think is going to happen? I got to tell you, Ryan O'Reilly, he may not admit, but he's coming in with a chip on his shoulder. A chip, the Conn Smythe, the Selke, and the Stanley Cup. I think he wants to take it to Buffalo. And I absolutely see it happening. Bennington's not going to have another bad game. There is no way in the world he's going to have another bad game. I'm going for a blowout, 6-1 Blues. That's right, I said it. Book it. So let's talk about the fans. One of my favorite parts of doing this. Fan of the game, tattoo of the game, pet of the game. You know, all these things. This is what makes me connected to you. If you want to get on the show, if you want to help me with the show, Hawaii Blues Fan, hawaii.r.com, or send me a message on Facebook, Guy Bensing. My fan of the game. My fan of the game comes all the way across 2 ponds from me, Dave Hester. Dave Hester lives in Gloucestershire. He is in a little town called Morrington in Marsh. I have no clue where that is. I didn't look it up. But Dave, who runs a group on Facebook called St. Louis Blues Fans UK, came to hockey in the weirdest way I've ever heard. Dave was watching a show in the UK called Top Gear. History had done a US version of it. A gentleman named Richard Hadman drove the pace car for a Texas race. He got to watch the race. He thought it was really cool, fell in love with the sport, and wanted to see it. Well, to get that channel in the UK, he had to do a subscription to make it worth it. He had to add another channel, so he decided to add hockey. He's always a fan. He thought it was a cool sport. Then he discovers that his dad was born in Arizona, but had family in Missouri. So you know what? He picked the Blues to be his team to support. Yep, he bleeds blue all the way from the UK. I gotta love a little anarchy in the UK. Dave, thank you so much for being my fan of the game. Tattoo of the game. Now this one's cool. This one's cool. This tattoo is on James Marshall. I hope I said that right, James. It was done by Rob at All Star Tattoos in St. Louis. I think that's where it is. He didn't tell me. It is the arch connected by the gold net, collecting the Stanley Cup with the Blues logo and Stanley Cup champions below it. Absolute amazing work, Rob. This is a good tattoo. In its simplicity, it is striking, and I absolutely love it. James, thank you for letting me make this my tattoo of the game. Now for pet of the game, I have to bring this one in. Joel Hesse sent me a message today and told me that a former pet of the game, Eli, this young gentleman here, had to be put down. Eli was 15 years old and had some medical issues. Eli, I want to tell you that it was a pleasure to feature you on the show as a pet of the game, and I know that your family will be missed, and the Hawaii Blues Fan and the BlueNote Fan Report will miss you too. Fair winds and following seas, and aloha, Eli. Aloha. Guys, thank you so much for watching today, trying to speed it up, make it fun, make it happy, and get you guys to watch. You know that I'm bleeding blue with you, but I'm not the only one, am I?
My name is Jackson, Hawaii Blues Fan, and we're bleeding blue with you. Let's go Blues! Let's go Blues! Let's go Blues!
Blues! Aloha! Mahalo! This is the Hawaii Blues Fan saying I'll see you on the next Blue Note Fan Report!